Sing it loud. Good afternoon. We are the urban Haida. Our traditional name is Unsihu Kakui, which translates into Far South Songbirds. Our dance group, which is about to come in, about to enter, we represent a wide variety of different villages from Haida, Skidegate, Masset, Skidans, and everywhere in between. That first song you heard us sing, before I come out to introduce us, is called a changing song. And it's called so because back in the potlatch days, before we entered the house, we sang a song to announce that we were waiting. So it's a changing song, and it's a waiting song, and it indicates that a new group is coming. Pre-European contact, the only way we were able to get around was to travel from village to village, from nation to nation by canoe. The next song we're going to share with you is a journey song. A lot of these songs were used to keep time, but more or less they kill time as well while we're out in the canoe. Some of the journeys would last anywhere from a couple days to a couple weeks, sometimes even months. There are stories that come from Haida that actually speak of us traveling as far south as California, as far out into the ocean as the Polynesian Islands, as in Hawaii. Our canoes are found everywhere and highly recognized for their craftsmanship. This is our journey song. Oh. You guys are welcome to applause. Now in olden times, after we've traveled and after we've arrived in the territory that doesn't belong to us, protocol states the visiting nation, the host nation, welcomes you to their territory. They have the option of either saying, yes, you can visit, yes, you can trade, yes, you can come ashore, or they can say no and send you on your way. That being said, we'd like to give thanks to the Coast Salish people for giving us permission to share these songs, to share these dances and stories with you here today. Haida, thank you. This next song that we're going to share with you is a part of that series where the host nation welcomes. After they welcome us, it is now our turn to thank them and welcome them. This next song we're going to share is the Chief's Welcome. Haida. Thank you. Next song we're going to share with you is a character song along the northwest coast. Pre-European contact. Our potlatches, our ceremonies weren't just always for entertainment. A lot of our songs held stories behind them. Each family, each village had their own story to tell. And they had their own variations of them, of these stories. This next song that we're going to share with you is basically a cultural hero along the northwest coast. There isn't one group along our coast that doesn't have this character as their hero in most of their stories. For us, his name is Nankilslas. One who gives orders is basically what his name translates into. You might better know him as Raven. This is our Raven. Oh. going to perform another song, but the way things kind of lined up for us, we weren't able to get our hands on this one particular mass that we were going to debut for you guys here. But other things kind of lined up. You never know sometimes. Whenever you plan something, something else comes down the pipe and it just works out a little bit better. In this case, I think it worked out pretty fantastic. Along the Northwest Coast, whenever you travel from village to village, one of the first things you see within that village, not only the houses, but what's that in front of them, are totem poles. They're probably one of the most iconic pieces of imagery found here on the Northwest Coast, especially amongst the Haida. We're world-renowned carvers. So what we're going to do for you today is we're going to demonstrate to you and show you what it is to raise a totem pole in one of our villages. There's actually a ceremony that takes place beforehand. It's not something that we take lightly. It's something that's very near and dear to us, because we know when we raise that pole, that story, that legacy, goes further and far beyond what the carver has done. That story comes from the families. And it's those stories that we carry with us each and every day. We tell these stories to our kids and to our relatives and all those that we visit. So what we're going to do for you is quite special. One of our dance group members is a pretty fantastic carver. He's an amazing carver. There are carvers all up and down the West Coast, and I'm proud to say that I know pretty much all of them. Everyone from Jim Hart to Robert Davidson, Norman Tate, and among these, I call all of them friends. And the next gentleman that we're going to bring out is a good friend of mine. His name is Corey Pulpit. He's a creator of what you see laying here in front of us today. This pole, the story that is depicted on it is of a character named Stone Ribs. He's a cultural hero and a cultural icon. He's a constant reminder to us of sheer determination of what you can do if you can set your mind to it. I don't know the story completely, but I do know some of it. If you wish to learn more about this pole and the story behind it, approach Corey Pulpit and talk to him about it. With that being said,
we're going to raise a totem pole for you today.
Right now our carver is waking up the story. They're brushing off all negative energy off of this ball to raise it to good spirits. Eagle down is there to bless the pole. Feel free to stand up and dance up with us. Thank you very much. We're very honored to be here with you today. We're grateful to be asked to sing and to dance for you today. We realize the scope and the magnitude of what it is to sing here at SFU today. We do realize that there's some of you who have shown up today who have never seen or heard songs or dances from the Haida Nation, or the Kwakwakiwak, or the Cree, and all the other groups that have been up today. For that, I thank all of you for having the courage to come out and get yourself educated on the Indigenous people of this land in which you reside. For that, I say hawa. Thank you. Before our pole raisers walk away, I'd like to ask you guys to come back up. Now that I see you sit down. I timed it just right. On the Northwest Coast, whenever we raise a pole, whenever we hold a potlatch, if the Raven clan or the Raven family is throwing on a potlatch, more often than not, the people who do the cooking, the people who do the carving, actually belong to another village, or more importantly, from a different clan within the village. So when we do things, when we ask you to help us with our potlatches, whether it's to raise a pole, to cook our food, to help us with the carvings, it is paramount, and it is tradition that we gift those that we've asked those to help us. I'd like to thank the wonderful gentleman who came up and helped us. It's kind of a last minute request from them. We asked a couple of them at West Coast Night this week, and they graciously showed up today, which is, we're absolutely super grateful. And with that, I say, how up to you guys? How up? Because there are artists within our dance group, myself being one of them. My traditional name is Yaga Heeks, which means one who stands tallest. I'm not the tallest in my family, by the way, but I am the one who stood tallest at most of our ceremonies. I happen to be an artist myself, as well as Corey. I don't quite have the accomplishments that Corey does, but I do my best. So today, I'm going to gift the gentleman who helped us today with a print I've done a little while back. This print is of a sculpin. It was actually, we gifted it at the Haida Hillside Pastry Potlatch. It was meant to represent the cultural significance and the relationship that we have with the Hillside people on the water, and this is one of my family's crests, is of the sculpin. With that, I'd like to give these to you gentlemen. One thing I also didn't mention, when you're gifted something amongst the Haida, you have to dance it. He says he wants to sing a thank you song. What would you guys rather see, them sing or dance? Show of hands, dance. Show of hands, sing. Oh, I think the dancers have it. Again, from the Hootsie Hoot Kakwi Farsal Songbirds, we say how we say thank you for joining us today. We'll share one last song with you, and on that song, we will exit. How
Oh,